All right. It is Thursday, the 25th of September, and I'm about to open the door, and I think the Scribbles is going to want to come right out. Okay, we're just going to close the door behind her. We'll follow her for just a minute. Um, she, uh, she basically can have free reign of the house at this point because she's so good about the faculty. There hasn't been a single conflict. She doesn't seem to start any trouble, and they don't seem to bother her too much. So we let her run around whenever she wants to at this point. And hi, she's really a sweetie. Oh, that's a big purr. Let's see if you can hear it. All right, so I'm going to leave her out here to run around a little bit. We're going to go in and see her kittens. So here we go. I've been keeping their food here. This is the kitten's food. I keep it out because if she gets wind of this food, she will eat every last bit of it. It's the RC mom and baby cat, and it's really good. But it's also the only thing the kittens will reliably eat right now, so I gotta save it for them. And oh, hey, look at all this fun that's going on. This is the kind of stuff that's truly behind the scenes. Like, this is behind where all the cameras place. You don't see this when it's happening. I didn't know this was going on until just now. That's Manifesto. What you doing, buddy? Yeah, are you responsible for all this, or did you just were you just like checking it out after somebody else did all of it, and now you're getting the blame? Hmm? What does it mean, buddy? Look at those eyes. He doesn't even know what to do. So that's Manifesto. He's a boy. These kids are all just over 1 month old. They were born a month, let's see, August 22nd, I think, 22nd or 23rd. So they're just, maybe it was 21st. I don't know, whatever. They're just a couple days over a month old, regardless. And they are all super healthy. There hasn't been a single issue, knock on wood. However, I was talking to our vet that we've selected here about when I should bring them in for the first time. And at least initially, their typical protocol would be for us to have them come in for their first visit at 8 weeks. So we still got a little bit of time on that front. Assuming they're healthy. Of course, if there was the slightest issue, we would bring them in sooner. But if there's no reason to bring them in, we bring them in when they're able to get their vaccines, which I guess they like to do at 8 weeks here. So every vet's got a little bit of a different thing going on. The downside is I also asked about spays and neuters because that's always been a little bit of a difference between various vets. I know that the shelters that we first started with back in Illinois would do their spays and neuters at 2 months, which is frankly pretty early. I think 2 months is about the earliest that anybody ever would do them. It is on the very, very, very early end. So our vets that we have worked with have typically been comfortable doing it about 3 months. And that's how we've done it for a long time now, is at 3 months. And I'm okay with that. I think at 3 months they're big enough, but they're also still clearly kittens, so people like to be able to pick them up at that age, you know. So 3 months is sort of my preference, but I'll go with whatever, the vet wants. If we've got a hotshot vet that feels like they can do it all too, I don't see a problem with that when the vet feels like it's fine. It does take some pretty skilled hands, though, to work on something so tiny. Oh, look at that. I haven't seen anybody climbing up there yet. Wow, haiku, look at that. Whew, that is, she's high, all right. She's right. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. Good dismount. Good thing you got all that floof. Okay, where'd she go? Hi, Haiku. All right. Well, we came in here to weigh some kids and make sure that they start eating. So, I didn't know that they were hiding all these toys back there. I definitely didn't put those toys there. They must have done. All right, let's get my tripod first, and then we'll start weighing some babies, and then we'll see what happens after. I know my tripod's back here. That's why I was looking over this direction. There it is, hidden. Fell back here. Got it. Okay. Kiddo. Oh, look at that. This is Bro. Hey, Bro. Bro, so all the kids do eat now. I've seen them all eating. I've seen them all using the litter box. They do very well. They're just doing great all around. They're getting big teeth now, too. Maybe we'll get a chance to see some teeth. They're all very big teeth. And Bro in particular here, when I brought in the food yesterday, man, he just went for it. He was eating just tons all by himself, chowing down. I didn't even have to get him started. So pretty happy about all that. Okay. Okay. Well, I was going to weigh you, but let's just go in a different order then. We'll start with Manifesto, who is number 1 on the chart. Put him right on there for just 1 minute. Okay, buddy. He weighs 22.5 at 1 month. That's almost the weight of a 2-month-old kitten. Well, I don't know. I guess it's in between. It's a 1.5-month-old kitten, and he's only 1 month, so that's great. I mean, these kids are just growing so fast. Yeah, I see Destructo Girl in the chat saying that the stream makes everybody look bigger than they are. And yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, it's the number one thing that we hear from people when they come to pick up a kitten that they've adopted from Kitten Academy is almost always they say, oh, they're so much smaller in real life. It's because, we put all of our cameras like on the floor. So the perspective you're getting here is not the one that you are used to, when you're at home. Hey, all right, so here's Bro. I got you, pal. Oh, hi. We're going to have to do a shot like this with Manifesto, aren't we? Also, we're going to have to get some focus here. Focus? Focus-ish? All right, well, I tried. He's just staring. He's just so passive. You're such a cutie, buddy. 20.7 for Bro. Good job, pal. Proud of you. Here's Sonnet. Oh, there's Sonnet. Okay. Wow, they are really going at it, aren't they? Oh. Sorry, with my other hand, I'm currently pulling food out of the rug. Okay. There we go. Hi. Okay, well, you're the one I wanted to see, Sonnet. Are you ready to go with us? You're going to hit the camera. You want to say something? You look like you wanted to hit the camera. Okay, come with me. Come. Oh, I can't reach that far. Okay, now I got you. Okay. Phew, awkward. So that's Sonnet. Yeah, she's got some eye goobers. If I'd already put on the tripod, I'd probably take those right off. But we'll wait a minute because I've only got the one hand. Okay, 18, all right, a little bit light compared to the first guy. But, some of this is also, some of the weight variation is due to, like maybe one of them just ate, maybe one of them just pooped. So that can make a big difference. What I can say for sure is that I think they're all perfectly healthy and happy. So got that going for us, whatever the weight happens to be exactly. That's a more reasonable weight anyway. If anything, I'd say Man is the one that's like, he's the one that's the outlier here. Ninja Chris, are Maggie and Scribbles friends now? That's a good question. I don't think they're friends, but they definitely don't have any conflict so far, so that's good. I think Maggie gets set off if the mom cat doesn't act exactly the right way. And I think that so far, at least Scribbles is one of those mom cats that just doesn't trigger Maggie because she's just cool with everything and doesn't really react one way or the other to Maggie's shenanigans. I think any reaction is the wrong one. Like if you fight back, it's bad. And if you run away, it's bad. And she doesn't really do either one. She just sort of ignores it all. And that's what Maggie wants. So 22 ounces for Lore. This is Lore, little girl Lore. Very floofy. She's going to grow up to look just like her mom. Bro is trying to be junior cameraman over here. Hey, buddy. Uh-huh. Really? Yes? They're getting a little better at tracking. Oh, I didn't mean to actually hit him in the head with that. They're getting better at tracking toys now. I've seen them like carrying balls around and stuff. They're just turning into miniature little kittens, cats. I mean, really cute stuff. Okay. So that leaves us one left to wait. Hi, you look like you got a sad face on. Why? What do you got to be so sad about? Huh? They're all so passive for me, and I love it. I mean, it just means that they're just full of trust. Whenever I pick them up, they're just like, okay, I'm just along for the ride. Okay, so here's the last one that we have to weigh, but I see that we got a little show going on here. Meanwhile, Haiku's just sitting there sleeping, or not quite sleeping, just trying to sleep. She's like, oh, my roommates, these guys are the worst. That's Sonnet and Manifesto. I also see Laura's checking this out. Look. You see her back there? She's stalking up on these guys. Oh. You think you can get them through there? I don't think you can. Got another one coming up behind her. All right. Okay, you two. Good times. We're going to take this one. Come on, Haiku. Come on with this. This is Haiku. She's the last of the 5 kittens. She's a big floofer, and she's been the smallest the whole time, so I'm going to expect her weight to come up lower than any we've seen so far. But that's normal. She's doing real healthy. Doing real healthy. I don't know if that's a good phrase, but look at those eyes. She just, yep, just as passive as the others, though. Just like, all right, just chilling. That's great. No struggle. 18.6. All right, not actually the lightest right now. Was she? Because what's her bucket? Came in at 18, right? So that's good. Everybody's sort of equalizing, not equalizing, just moving around at their own rate. That's what we like, whatever. They're all real healthy, good kittens. That's my point. Yeah, you are. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, those two are really going at it back there. Philly Mouse. Yeah, no, actually, it can't actually go very much closer because there's this, see, little lip here. So this is as close as it can get. There'll always be this tiny gap. And with that, they'll end up pushing it because it just slides around. So it's no big deal. The gap's funny. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's just a tiny little, it's cute. It's a cute way for them to get up and down. Let's see. So I do need to get you that close up with Manifesto real quick, just in case anybody's taking screenshots or something and wants to get them all being held. So let's just grab him for 1 second. Hey, buddy. What are you thinking, huh? That's all. Oh, looking cute. You just instantly, like, he's all keyed up because he's been in there wrestling the whole time. But as soon as I pick him up, he's just like, all right, Dad's got me. I'm going to put him down. He'll just go right back into it. And I'm not even scruffing them. If you scruff them, you kind of expect that sort of passivity. But just picking them up, that's really a nice sign. I think they feel like they really like people. Look at this one, by the way. Oh, speaking of liking people, I've mentioned more than once about how kittens don't usually purr for people. They have this special little purr for their mom, and then you don't normally hear a people purr until mom's gone. They don't usually, I'd say on average, they don't usually get too into that purr for people until their mom isn't around. So they bond closer to their people at that point. But that's not the case here, actually. I was petting Lore yesterday. She wanted me to pet her. She came over and she was insisting on it. She was looking at me meowing when I would stop petting her. She would meow just like a big cat would, And she purred for me like a big cat purr, not even like a kitten purr, just a full-on big cat purr just last night. So that all felt really good. I think they're all going to be really, really socialized little kittens. even, more than normal. And I think even normal right now would seem extreme considering the last class that we had was very shy kittens all around. So this group being so much the other way is it's something. The old rebound effect, I guess. Feeling this. What time does Custard go to the vet this afternoon? Yeah, Custard's going to the vet at 4. His appointment's at 4. It's not going to be any big deal, though. It's not even a vet visit. It's just a tech visit. He's just going in there to get re-up on his Solensia injections. So basically, he goes in, a tech gives him the shot, end of the story. That's what I used to give myself. I'm comfortable giving cats shots. Like I've done it enough now where it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm comfortable giving cats shots, and I'm comfortable, Solensia is just another injection, not a big deal. You just sort of pick up the nape of their neck, give them a little poke. They don't even mind at all. But I don't do it with Solensia, and here's why. It's because Dr. Katz really put the fear of God into me about that one. She said you got to be real careful not to accidentally stick yourself, which I've never done. I've never accidentally stuck myself while trying to inject a kitten. But if you do it for long enough, it's inevitable that you're going to have something like that happen, right? It's just one of those things where it's just a matter of time. If you're doing injections all the time, it's going to happen. So I've never done it, but she told me for Solensia, you got to be real careful because if you were to poke yourself, it causes like a severe anaphylaxis in humans, which you think like peanut allergy, like that's what you're talking about. Where if you just sort of poke yourself in the finger while you're trying to inject the cat, you better have an EpiPen nearby, from what I'm told. So that's why I won't do this one. That's why I bring Custard in and let the tech do it. Look at those. Just a pile of little kitten fuzz. And, a globe. All right. We're missing one, though. Where's Manny Festo? He must have gone somewhere else after I... Oh, he's just staring at me. What are you looking at, buddy? Hi. You looking at me? You want to go hang out with everybody else? Come here, buddy. Here, how about you hang out with the rest of your fam right in there? Is that what you want? He's like, nope. If I wanted that, I would have done that. I know how to get around. I'm a big kid. All right, show us your big kid jump then. Nice. Look at that. Didn't even bonk his head. I was going to do this. Hang on, let me get the tripod first. And now, as I was saying, these kids are all eating, and they've been doing it for just long enough now where I feel like they really don't need my help. I can probably just put the food down, leave the room. They'll eat it when they're ready. But, hang on. Oh, tripod. There we go. Okay, but I do, before I go, want to at least make sure that they all know it's here, and hopefully give them a shot to get those extra calories in. So I'm always kind of pushing them a little bit to keep eating. So here's what we're going to do. When I want a kitten to eat, sometimes you can just put them in front of the food, and if they're good, they're good. What I'm going to do first is sort of make some ridges and stuff so it stands up a little bit when it's all flat. Even adult cats have a problem with it when it's all flat. So we make some little bits stand up. Okay, and then once we got it standing up, I'm going to take a kitten. Oh, I know, you were just about to drink some water, and that's so good for you. You can go right back to it, but I'm using you as an example. So come over here. You take a tiny little bit on your finger, and then you just open their mouth and put it right on the roof of their mouth, like peanut butter. And you see they'll lick it, and then if they are the slightest bit into the food, they will just keep eating from there. You see? Just starts it right up. So that's how we do it. And again, for these particular kittens, I probably don't have to do that because by now they've got it. But I do start almost every kitten this way when they're first learning to eat. So there we go. Get a little right on the roof of the mouth. Yum yum. He's the one that needs it least of all. Like I said yesterday when I brought the food in, he just went right to it and started eating. Didn't need the slightest bit of prompting or anything. He was hungry and ready. So here we go. Put them right at the food too, because if they're gonna do it, they're just gonna start like licking whatever's in front of them. So they need to be right at the dish when you do it. It's working, right? Okay. I bet we're not gonna get all 5 though, because if we did, it would be the first time I'd had all 5 eaten at once. There's always one that's like, nah, it's too crowded over here. This restaurant's too crowded. Yeah, nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. Hi, come here. I think that's a Yogi Berra quote, right? He had some crazy funny stuff he would say. Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. Okay. Let's see. Can we get all 5? I'm going to go wash my fingers real quick while you watch. Oh, Sonic, come on. Oh, Laura's out. All right. Well, not all 5 then. We tried. We tried. Listen to that smacking here. You know, Elisa, good, Grishman? I'm trying to read that from too much of a distance for my eyes. Yeah, I did it though. I think that was good enough. Anyway, you say you're sad you missed the meat shakes. You know, that's funny because the meat shakes are a thing, like you say. Kittens almost always the very first time that they eat, or maybe the first couple times they eat, they get real excited about it, and then they get these little shivers that are real visible shivers, and it's cute. It's very cute. But I don't remember seeing that with these guys at all, actually, not even once. So again, real special group of kittens here, or else real unobservant me here. Could be either one. I'll accept either possibility. What did you say, Sonnet? Sonnet's over here talking to herself. She did make a noise. I think the reason that they're so noisy is because they're still kind of like half nursing on the food. You know, they sort of make little sucky motions to try to get it all. I think they're figuring it out though. Most of that noise I think is haiku. Look at this floof on the camera. Yeah? All right. You got it. Zoom in. You're facing the wrong way. The action's all over this side. So floofy. These kids are just so floofy and cute. I don't know what to do about it. But anyway, I think that's about it. I got other stuff to do today. I know you do too. Thanks for joining me for the close-up. Thanks for helping me weigh some babies. And I will see all of you next time. I was going to say, I was thinking this even before we started the close-up, that right now is a great time to check them out on the regular stream because they're big enough, the room's small enough, the cameras are always just close enough to really see some action. They're basically on camera all the time right now, looking as cute as can be. So if you want more time with them, do check out the regular Kitten Academy live stream. You know how to find it, I hope. And yeah, that's it. Okay, see you guys. Let's just, before I end it, let's, this door is so heavy. Okay, let's just step out here real quick and see if their mom is still right outside or not, just for fun. Hang on, shoes on. Okay. Yes, this is the kitten room is behind our bathroom, so that's why it looks like we're in a bathroom. It's because we are. I know, it's weird. It's a weird layout. She's not right here. She's gone on to play with other stuff. So you can see. She's not in my office either, but there is a Loganberry. Say something. Okay, buddy, I guess that's it. He's just keeping my seat warm for me. So I will reclaim it. Thanks, everybody. Don't get too comfy, pal.